Hello, everyone. I'm Cardinal Emil Johansson of the Ecumenical Order of Christ, and today is September the 16th, which is the Mexican Independence Day. So, why I want to say that is because if you hear any fireworks or commotion in the background, that is the reason why. So, I wanted to bring you another piece of news today from Euronews, and when I read this, I thought that this could perhaps be one of the signs of the coming economic collapse. So, let's read this news that comes out of Lebanon. Lebanon hit by a string of bank robberies as citizens try to claim own savings. I think I remember something similar happening in China last year or something like that, where they refused to let people withdraw their money. I don't think they robbed the banks though. Let's read on to see what this is about. Here's a picture of a man here. Abed Subra, who is allegedly holding hostages in a bank in an effort to get to funds in his account, speaks with media in Beirut, Lebanon. Right? Several people across Lebanon desperately attempted to rob their country's banks in order to get hold of their own savings, a sign of the country's deteriorating financial situation. On Friday, there were at least 5 bank robberies. One person entered the building armed with a hunting rifle, spurred on by restrictions on the amount customers are able to withdraw from banks since 2019. So this has been a problem for a few years now. In the past 48 hours, at least 7 banks were robbed. One customer carrying something that seemed like a weapon managed to take $19,000 from his own account. I mean, thou shalt not steal. That is one of the commandments. But is it stealing if you're stealing your own money? I don't know. I don't think so, really. Let's continue. After the robbery, he gave the money to his accomplice, who the local press claimed was his own son, before turning himself into the police. So this is some sort of moral robbery going on or something. Well, it's their own money, I guess. In the southern part of the country's capital, Beirut, a man armed with a dummy pistol managed to withdraw $20,000 from a bank. Right? Another man, identified as Abed Subra, the guy from the picture above, entered the bank armed, demanding access to his $300,000 in savings. He eventually left the bank after sundown without his money, and authorities did not take him into custody. So the authorities seem to be taking the lenient approach on this. Maybe they sort of understand the predicament they're in. I don't know. In another part of Beirut, a man with a hunting rifle demanded his deposit. The man, Jawad Salim, is a father of 7 who has been jobless for months. In response, the Lebanese Banks Association has decided to close all branches from 19 to 21st September. Lebanon is experiencing what the World Bank has described as one of the world's worst economic crises, with nearly 3/4 of the country's population having been pushed into absolute poverty. Wow. 3/4. 75%. That's a lot. The country's currency, the Lebanese lira, has lost 95% of its value since 2019. The economic crisis has been made worse by the COVID-19 pandemic, I can imagine, and the 2020 ammonium nitrate explosion at Beirut's port, which was considered one of the worst non-nuclear blasts in history. The 1.1 kiloton blast, which is still being investigated, caused at least 218 deaths and 7,000 injuries and left at least 300,000 people homeless. Wow. This is pretty bad. And for sure, it could be just one of many signs of the coming economic collapse, the Great Reset. And I wonder what the limit to withdrawing your money is, because it doesn't say in here. Some people rob the bank to get $19,000. So I'm guessing it's only like a few thousand, or less than that. Anyway, thank you for listening to this, and check the links in the description below for the link to the book we sell on Amazon, The Return of Christ, and our Facebook congregation, and our LordRael.com website. And yeah, so remember that Rael is the Lord's name, and you should come to Baja California, that has been designated a safe zone. So, love God and love each other, and see you later.